Juliano, can we consider that the dimensional intersection projected for January of 2023 is a continuity of the dimensional intersection of May of 2015? And for our better understanding, can we use the metaphor of a cosmic game with pre-ascension 2015 being one phase and pre-ascension 2023 being the next phase? Much gratitude to you.
I would say that we are not suggesting that there is a relationship between the 2015 intersection of the dimensions and this intersection that we are talking about in 2023. We are in a much more serious Earth crisis than we were in 2015, and we don't consider this as a game or any type of frivolous exercise, but that in fact this is what I would even consider a life support energy transfusion because of the dire crisis that the planet is in, and there are some events that are still in the hopper or still possible that could even create a more dire situation on this planet. And we are very concerned, for example, about the use of nuclear weapons in the Ukrainian area, again, for example. And because of that, and other factors that I do not want to refer to today, because our goal is not to make predictions for 2023 in this lecture, but because of these possibility of other dire events that can have a worldwide effect, we consider this intersection of the dimensions a spiritual transfusion for the planet. And I do like and do accept the concept of pre-ascension, because there are similarities between this event and the ascension event, but there are also differences. Now, in the ascension event, the intersection of the dimensions is at a much higher percentage. So we are looking in this intersection at approximately a 5% interface. And that 5%, I keep on using the term, is like a transfusion. Think about a transfusion in a hospital setting. You receive the transfusion, but you don't receive it all at once. It's slowly downloaded into your body over a time period, and then your body's able to process it. The ascension is really almost a jolt, and also the ascension is such a strong jolt that it's not going to be lasting for 3 months, or it's not going to be spread out over a time period like this is. The ascension would be considered a much higher percentage, even, for example, a 90% intersection, but it would be for a very brief period of time. And I'm talking a minute or 2 minutes or even less than that. And people generally throughout the planet might experience a jolt, almost like that there was a flash of energy, like a comet would come across the sky and light up everything, or some kind of explosion in the atmosphere that would travel around the planet. But it would be that kind of sudden, dramatic event or intersection that would precede the ascension. And remember that even in some of the biblical texts, there was references to the blowing of Gabriel's horn as announcing this. And I have mentioned that the sound of the ascension would be overwhelming. And so this intersection of dimensions is not like that. It's not a flash. It's not an overwhelming experience. As I said, it's more like a slow transfusion. But there are similarities because it does imply an intersection of dimensions, which is becoming more necessary. There is a drainage of life force energy from the planet. For example, drainage from the biosphere. This is coming from many different sources, including radiation leakages and destructions of what I had called before the dimensional seals, and I also refer to it as dimensional fractures, because there are seals that hold like a curtain between the different dimensions. But remember, there is the fourth dimension. People are always thinking about, when I talk about dimensions, they're always thinking about the fifth dimension. But the fourth dimension is below the fifth dimension, and there is a lot of lower vibrations on the fourth dimension. And when we are looking at some of these dimensional fractures or some of the seals that are being broken on the dimensional stage, then we can say that the openings created by these fractures allow lower energies to come in. Now, you even have a name for this. It's called the dark side and the light side. And the dark side, some people have said, are controlled by a devil-like energy that is wanting to control and proliferate negative energies around the planet. And when there are such fractures, then the darker side can take advantage of this.